What is pressing and demanding for you guys in the offseason?
So we're weight room. We demand weight room. We demand conditioning. We demand like chalk talk. We go in and kind of talk about how we're going to schematically attack things and stuff like that. So, our biggest thing is weight room. We got after in the weight room this fall. Being a spring sport, you're so limited to what you can do and TWSA guideline anyways. So it's the biggest thing we can do to prepare our program is weight room, and that's where we really attack.
Absolutely. So how long you been coaching?
This is my 6 years as head coach. First year at Karns. Fifth year as head coach.
Okay. So what process do you go through when you try to select your assistant coach?
So the way I go is I want like-minded guys. I want guys that are bought in. I want guys that are willing to be able to make that sacrifice of time and commitment, and also being able to understand that it's not the pick of the litter. Sometimes like you're gonna have to coach who goes to school there. We're not gonna worry about what other schools have. We're going to worry about what we have. We're going to attack what we have, and that's the way I go through the interview process for us. Is I don't get so much into experience. Now we have some coaches who have played in college, and then we have some coaches that have not. And like I said, I don't get so much into experience. I get more into buy-in, commitment. Being able to make sure you're there persistently for the kids every day, showing face every day, making sure they know you're just as bought in as they are. So just importance of that. And then obviously you want loyal guys. You want guys that that are going to be loyal to you in the program. And a big thing for me is I want an assistant coach that's not afraid to challenge me. If they see something I don't see, I don't want them being afraid to speak on it. Like, you see something that we need to talk about, bring it to the table. I don't want a guy that's afraid to bring it to a head coach or doesn't want to upset me. I want a guy that wants to challenge me. And as far as making the program better, I want that. I want assistants to be able to feel like they can bring anything to the table that they see as well.
Absolutely, that's awesome.
Yep.
And I heard you talk about, you don't care about, what other people have. You focus on what you
Absolutely.
have. Well, there's a big rumor going around that soon they may be opening up a transfer portal. How do you feel about that?
Man, I guess I'm a traditional guy. I think in high school, I think it's more of a pride thing. I think, you grow up in the area, me as a kid, I went to Greenville High School. I grew up in Greenville. I mean, all through growing up for me, like, I wanted to play at Greenville. There was, my buddies wanted to play at Greenville. It was big. So I think, I hope that doesn't happen. I hope kids are still able to, really be what they are supposed to be, and then also, like I said, a traditional, community feel. Like, if you've grown up in that community, I think it's important that we should, we still show kids like, hey, it's important for you to, start at middle school or start at high school and be there and be in that community that's, treated you so well, or, whatever the case may be. So I hope that doesn't happen. If it does, we'll have to adapt like everybody else.
Absolutely. So, coming from Greenville, obviously you put your name in the hat to be the head coach at Karns.
Yep.
How did that decision,
So I went to high school at Greenville. I played at Roane State, and then I played at Milligan in baseball. And then I was an assistant coach at Daniel Boone, and then I was the head coach at Cherokee High School, and that's where I was previously. Coming up here, just the opportunity when the opportunity called. Just the opportunity to be able to come up here to be around good people, good baseball, a great atmosphere, tons of talent. This association is phenomenal, man. The coaches here are great, and everybody's there for each other. And I think the biggest thing for me was just being able to coach at that highest level at the 4A district, and that. It's no secret our region's probably one of the toughest regions in the state. So it's like, that challenge, that excitement was one. Two, obviously my wife has some family up here that, she wanted to be closer to. That was another big one. And then I think, just the opportunity to raise my son in Knoxville, I think was very appealing to us. And I think that was kind of like where everything just, kind of fell in place for if we're going to make a move from Cherokee to here, it was time to make it. I was the head coach there for the last 2 years, and we were very successful, come off a region run last year. So I think, that was obviously put me an opportunity to be able to land this job as well. It's just the success we had at that program. So like I said, best of luck to them, but I'm ready to move forward and get cranked up here.
Well, it's a great program to build off culture. How would you describe your culture?
So my culture right now obviously is we're in a fun stage of being able to create our own new staff, completely new staff. I hired 4 guys to come in with me, brought one with me from Greenville. Hired our pitching coach, Tyler Thompson. He played at Austin Peay. He's a Hardin Valley guy. And then we hired 2 guys who are local. One's with the West Knoxville Little League, who's done a fantastic job with our youth and middle school stuff. And then we hired another guy that's just a great guy for the kids. And so I think for culture for us, that whenever we talk as a staff, is one, we want grit kids. We want kids that are not afraid to get their hands dirty. We want buy-in. We talk about it all the time. Our system, is maybe different than others, but there's a reason behind it. So we want buy-in, and then obviously we just want consistency. We want to be able to come to the field every day ready to work on something. And I think, you know, starting since I got the job in July to now, we've definitely got all those. So we've got that, you know, that pridefulness back into Karns baseball now, because one of the first things I noticed when I accepted the job, when we walked into the clubhouse and there's a trophy of some sort from, you know, 2009 to 2019 of some capacity almost every year, it looked like, of just, you know, runner-up, you know, champion, runner-up, champion. It was almost like, you know, they've been there, they've done this, they've been here. So like, I guess a big word for us is kind of revamp. We want to be able to get back to that. You know, we want to be able to hang another one of ours. You know, and I think we've got a lot of buy-in as far as youthfulness, super young team. You know, we've got 2 seniors, so we've got 16 freshmen. You know, a ton of sophomores as well. So we're a very youthful team, and I think that's obviously helped our cause. We'll take some growing pains here for a year or so, but I think that's helped our culture, because it's kind of, not only is it a new staff, but it's almost an entirely new team.
Yeah.
You know, so we're able to kind of build and you know, critique and move and you know, finagle some things we want to make our own. And we've had a ton of buy-in from the community. You know, community's been great welcoming me and welcoming the staff, and now the players are just, you know, bought in with some community events we did. So I think culture for us is gritty, consistent kids that want to buy into what we're trying to do.
Good deal. And speaking of community, Coach, baseball is probably one of the most expensive sports to play.
Absolutely.
Right? What would you tell your community to get behind you so you guys can rally up and put together as much money as you can to assure that these kids are getting the best opportunity?
Yeah, so obviously you hit the nail on the head. People don't understand how expensive baseball is, you know, and what I would tell the community is just come check us out. You know, be there, because like since I've got the job in July, you know, we've turfed home plate. We've done a lot to the facility. You know, we've done some things to our hitting facility. You know, we've done some things in the field. We got a brand new scoreboard. So I would say, you know, just come check us out and want to be a part. You know, we welcome any and all help. You know, so anybody that wants to come out and check us out and play, you know, we're more than excited to come host you. And you know, you give us that opportunity to help you want to buy in. You know, come check out the product we're able to put on the field and be able to just kind of support those boys and support the process. And I think that'll be good for the community to come see. You know, we've had a couple community events and they've been fantastic, big crowds every time, and so we've had a lot of buy-in, and I just hope it gets better.
Man, good luck. Congratulations.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys.